Hey guys, back at it. This is day 70. We are moving along quite rapidly in the 100 Days of Daily Diary Challenge. I was prompted to do this through a meditation session, devotional session. It's kind of a combination of both. Just to start recording daily diaries and posting them on a large platform. Not sure really 100% why. We've been working through some things together. Some things have been coming up. Just being able to be real, raw, uncut out here for everybody to hear is kind of crazy. I was talking to my daughter about it. Like, I have not really shared this with any family or close friends. I've not shared this really with my love or anybody else. And I feel more judgment from the people who are close to me than all of you guys out there who have no idea who I am. And I am just a voice. So it's kind of interesting to see me working through that as well, where I want to have this openness to share my daily diaries. And I don't care sharing them with people I don't know, but I do care, and I still feel a little bit of that judgment from people who are close to me, just because I'm doing this not for any specific purpose other than being out there, getting my voice out. I'm not trying to be monetized. I'm not trying to be like a big YouTube star. I'm not trying to gain any kind of popularity or anything. I'm just here to figure out why I'm here. When you're prompted so heavily by your intuition, not only once, but twice, and then 3 times, you tend to follow it. If I'm prompted 3 times to do something, or I have a vision or a feeling 3 times, it's typically something that I need to move on quickly, and it's something that is my unconscious, subconscious is telling me I need to do. So with that being said, I haven't really shared it with too many people, and it's something that I'm moving into. I'm moving into the space of feeling okay sharing it with the people close to me, because I shouldn't feel that judgment. That is kind of why I was doing this, to remove that piece of judgment and not really care. But anyway, so today, another day with my love. It was a beautiful day. Sunny, crisp, clear. Relaxed in the morning, went to a favorite coffee spot to get some coffee and get some breakfast and enjoy the weather, enjoy each other, kind of talk about some of the things we had going on, some of our plans. We got a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff in the future that we have out there, that we just, calendar time need to keep up with. So we enjoyed like a whole day of just like relaxing and hanging out and chilling. And then went to go get some dinner before my love started his podcast. And he does one every weekend. So this is something that I knew was going to happen. And I, interestingly enough, had an intuitive feeling that I needed to be home for the evening, that I should just, go home, make sure everything's situated for the kids to come after school, chill out by myself, get that, self-care alone time. But I did not follow that intuition, and I had this intuition 3 times, and like I had just said, when I get something 3 times, usually I follow it, and it's usually important. So I did not follow that intuition, and so what ended up happening is some old trauma came up, and I can try to reword this as much as I can, but this is my truth, my diary, my perspective on things, and I was completely exhausted. It was late. I was trying to hang out with my love just because I extended myself to be there extra time just to be with him. Because usually during the week we don't get a lot of time together. And he had finished up his I sat through the podcast. I was super tired. He identified that I was super tired. He had a friend of his in studio who he was like trying to catch up with. I went to the bathroom. I came back into the studio space. I felt a shift in energy from my perspective that I was not wanted or I did not belong. And my love commented that, hey, you look tired, it's okay if you want to go lay down. I was like, okay, yeah, fine. I know I'm tired. I literally said it out loud. I know I'm tired. I am. And he continued to talk with his friend. And then he said it again. Same, not nasty, not mean. He wasn't demanding. He wasn't telling me, like, you better go to bed, like, you're so tired, or, get out of here kind of thing. But when I received the second, hey, you look tired, maybe you should go lay down, or you can go lay down, or however it was said out of love, but I received it out of a negative energy that I had hanging about, that I was not wanted, that I was not needed, that I didn't need to be in the space anymore. And so the only thing I could think of doing was just to gather myself and go inside and lay down, so that I could collect my thoughts and identify what was going on and kind of work through what the hell was happening. So I said goodnight to his friend and I went out, and I did not say goodnight to him. And that was a big, not intentional thing that I did that brought up old trauma within him. And as I'm walking back to the house, did not hear, but he came halfway to meet me so that we could talk about it before I entered the house, and I didn't catch that. So there was this point of me feeling all this frustration and just hurt, and him feeling the same thing, but from a different way, and me trying to do my thing where I'm just like identify and clean out what's going on. Some communication via text happened, and I kind of got triggered by something he said in the text, and it just made me feel completely enraged and like somebody just literally stabbed my heart. And then I went back to that dream I had where everybody was in all black and they were saying, oh, we're sorry for your loss. This was the same pain, but in a different way. It was inflicted by somebody, not I was in heartbreak because I lost somebody. So for me, I would have to say my initial thoughts were, I'm going to pack up my stuff. I'm going to get in the car and I'm going to go home, because that's where I should have been. Because if I was home, this wouldn't have happened. And if this didn't happen, then I wouldn't feel so bad and I wouldn't be in so much pain. But I didn't. I got up and I went out and I went to the studio space and I asked him if he had a minute, if I could talk. And we, for hours, talked and cried and talked and cried. And There were moments when I felt like this whole night was a scene from my past, that I was reliving different pieces of trauma from different relationships, and that I was literally in a movie, so to speak, because it just all felt really unreal that this was happening with the person that I care about the most, and that's supposed to protect me, and that's supposed to not hurt me. And working through it all and putting it out there and calming energies and calming nerves, we are both broken people. We are both living in this new space of being healed. We are both in a first relationship with somebody who understands. So we're going to have these things come up. And it's just very important for us to be open and honest and continue communicating, but also give each other space. Because I don't want to fall into an old pattern that he recognizes as this is what happens with all of them. All of the women in my life do this. And I'm not going to be lumped in that category. I will not. And that is one thing that I made very, very clear, that I will not be lumped in, because I am different, because we are different, because this is different, because we were able to talk it out and cry it out and work through it and figure it out together and walk out of there stronger than we were before. And I don't know if you can say that for a lot of relationships or arguments. So it was something hard to deal with, and I feel completely depleted energetically and emotionally, and even hydrationally. Like, I need to sow down some water, just with all the crying. But that was really big, and it wasn't 100% pleasant, but I did it. We did it. We worked through it. We're on the other side, and there's some shifts that need to happen within both of us to be able to stay strong and stay together, and it just can't be one of us. So we both have to shift, and that was like the biggest thing. So, I mean, that was kind of heavy, but there is always tomorrow, which we should have some fun things coming up this week and next weekend. But I thank you guys so much for hanging around, for listening to my daily diaries, for being here and letting me be present. So if you would like to comment, like, share, subscribe, all the things, none of the things, it's okay. I'm just here, following my intuition, working through my problems, sharing my things. Maybe you identify, or it resonates with you, or it's helpful. But I'm just here doing the thing, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.